Mm. I think that if you can lock down a decent, stable um, food supply, you don't have to move around much. You know, I think that a lot of lifestyles that can't seem to settle down in one place, and they're always traveling everywhere, and they're just contributing to the Maya, which Maya is illusion, and that's the root of all suffering. Pardon me while I have some porridge. Let's have some porridge together. Let's post this on Christmas. How many videos came out on Christmas, and do you think? Mm, pardon me. Mm. Main thing is I put apples in there from the tree, and that tends to, after about, well, it takes 20 or so minutes for this particular oatmeal to cook, because I insist on getting, by the way, Aries rising, or Aries, but the rising sign is your sign. We are exempt from talking with our mouth full. I mean, what we mean is that it doesn't matter. You know, we're having a conversation. It's now. We have to say it now or never. It doesn't matter if our mouths are full. If we need to say something, we're going to say it. That's all. I thought I was just going to have some porridge with you also. What the worst can happen, and I know, is that we choke. You know, that's a terrible thought. You know, please, Lord, no, let's not let this happen. So let me just getting back to being able to, first of all, have this. I am so grateful. See, I keep thinking, well, how do I sacrifice myself um, uh, as the will of God? You know, because I'm so grateful for everything in my life, everything to come. See, everything to come. All I want is for God to take it over and say, "This is what I want through you, of me." You know, in case you wanted to know. And I'm like, of course, because that's all I want to know. I think it's a complete waste. Thank you. Whew. I didn't think I could find any better employment, really. And, you know, let's keep going. You know, so far, I mean, if it means, I mean, because it's getting kind of strange. You know, I don't even know. Do you know how to make oatmeal? I mean, really? Do you know how to grow oats? Do you know how to refine it to get that thing? And who knows if that's really any good for us, really? The grain thing, the grains, you know, do you ever get the feeling, and I sure do, you get the feeling that you're you're living within a institutionalized situation. I mean, you're just born into, you're being held captive, and you're in fact, you're eating prison food to effect, and if you haven't noticed, I mean, I did, prison food, real live prison food, people that stick Dorito chips and candy bars and Kool-Aid together. They wrap it up in a newspaper and they pour hot water on it, and then they hold it together for 10 minutes, and then they open it and there's this caked together crap, and then they cut it and they divvy it out. They, is happening out on the streets now. This is something you just got to do, and they're doing this. It's like, will you please stop? There's a lot of things emerging from worse than the imprisonment that you know, which you don't even know that that's an imprisonment, which is your free life out there. I just kind of stagger with that. You people, if you knew you were in prison, you would be better off, because the people in prison, at least they're being creative with the crap that's coming in. Um, and it's all crap, by the way. I mean, until you start regrouping and figuring it out how to live, figure out what to eat, where, why, and don't forget to have a good time in case the kids are watching. Not worth it. Not worth it unless that's happening. final instruction.